I think we do, Tim.
All right, go ahead, ready?
Tim's doing it. I'm doing it. Matt, are you doing it? Matt, where's your, say something.
Suicide.
Suicide.
Hey now. Hey now.
Come on, say something.
Suicide.
All right, one more time. All right, and...
I'm not gonna do the intro.
Come
Such a
on,
baby.
it was so
Such a
good. It was
baby.
so good now.
Such a baby.
No.
You should have got into it, but do it now.
And you do it with it.
Oh no, it's too late. Do it now.
Welcome
air.
to another exciting edition of the Unfinished Basement Podcast, alongside
Bill
Tim.
and Matt.
and me. What do we got today, boys?
Well, Matt,
Well, we have nothing.
We have you though.
We don't
We
have
have
anything.
you, and
Hey,
Matt's
we have
here.
action news.
Yes, his San Fran's hat in tow.
Oh, San Fran. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, it goes with the shirt.
Respectfully, it does. The Martin Luther King shirt. I mean,
Yeah,
they
Martin
match
Luther King
well.
and the San Francisco Giants.
Yes, it makes a lot
I think
of
of them
sense.
as one and the same.
I believe they broke racial boundaries on that team.
That's right.
Yeah.
Why do you not like the Martin Luther King shirt? Why are you mocking
I'm not mocking it at all.
Okay.
Not mocking it.
it? All right. I mean, I respect Dr. Martin Luther King.
Who doesn't?
Okay, that's why I
won't attack him.
Who's the guy who killed him?
Who is the guy who killed him?
He doesn't respect him.
That's for sure.
What was that guy's name? When he was on the balcony in Memphis.
Yeah.
When
He
what
was
that
walking
guy's
through
name?
Memphis.
You guys are laughing over his death.
No, it's not like that.
Bill
It's not
just
like that.
Out of nowhere.
Why are you trying to paint that picture? You
That was me.
But it was just funny. But
Oh, can we read a little comments that we
you have
received?
commentations?
Oh, God, yeah. Are you kidding me? It's kind of been off the hook. Who is Skeptic RN? Does anybody know who Skeptic RN is?
Are you fucking serious? Is that a new one?
Yes, it
Email?
says they are the same. Talking about Hardee's and Carl's Jr.
Was this on email?
Yeah, YouTube, email.
Oh, like a
YouTube
comment?
YouTube
Oh,
comment.
comment.
Yeah. So they are the
RN.
Skeptic RN. So it's a registered nurse,
Obviously.
but a skeptic.
He's
It's skeptical.
He or
Like,
she.
as if they're skeptic of the show itself.
Well, if they're nurses, they're skeptics to begin with.
to begin with.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Why is that true?
Well, they
They
deal with
just
a lot
are,
of drug
you know what I mean?
addicts, so they have to be.
You know what I mean?
in a
Like if someone
defense.
comes in, oh my wrist hurts.
Yeah.
I need Percocets.
Give me 30s.
I don't want a nurse to be a skeptic.
I do.
Why
would
do you
too.
want the nurse to be a skeptic?
A little bit of
I
a
was in the
skeptic.
hospital one time and we saw this
If
girl
I
come
say my wrist is broken, I don't want the nurse to say, no, I don't think it is.
Yeah, but what if you're
Even if you're a
fiend?
junkie?
Yeah, what if you're
in.
a
I saw that
junkie?
happen down in Summers Point. This girl was like trying to get
Yeah,
drugs.
it happens all the time.
Yeah.
I hear it
And
every
then
night.
they denied her, and they're like, "You can wait in the waiting room all you
can't-
want."
I guess would a junkie be dumb enough to say that they have a broken wrist?
They would
Because
say a lot of
that's
things.
obvious to
Well,
see.
they said something hurt. I don't know. She
Yeah,
was
I'm having
crying,
pain in
putting
my
on the
arm.
waterworks. Anyway, let's get back to the skeptic RN.
Yeah.
Who is a skeptic in and of itself as an RN. They are the same restaurant with different names, comma, Carl's Jr. on the West Coast and Hardee's on the East Coast.
I do feel like they are the same.
Well, Skeptic RN says they are. So they're not a skeptic about that.
Really?
Dan Carton, Schmitty's good friend.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
A friend of Tyler, am I correct?
That's where we met through, yes. Tyler.
Indelible, he says. Indelible is a great word.
Great word.
Okay? Which, yeah.
That's a touch on something you said.
I don't remember, but... And then the Epic Wolf, the new Epic something or other, says, awkward.
Yeah, but I didn't know what that meant.
But here's the thing.
What was awkward?
The Epic Wolf spelled awkward way wrong.
But did he need to?
I don't know.
On purpose or because he just doesn't care?
I don't know, but the Epic Wolf's sign is a wolf, an actual wolf.
That's clever.
Yeah, very
White?
clever. No, it's a I don't know what you'd call that, like a green and then a green, like a light Kelly green with an
Kelly Green.
and then with the outside is like a dark green. But they spelled awkward AKWKRAWRD. Akwcrowd. period, comma, period, 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 period. So.
And the Epic Penguin chimed in.
I don't reply to these people half the time, especially when someone spells the word awkward wrong. The Epic Penguin, Matt, said...
And he said it very well. And I really don't know who he is, but I would hate...
Oh, I lost it. How did I lose it?
He said, Tyler, I'm not. Epic, I am.
Was that this week?
Which is just a wonderful beginning to this.
So much so that you remember it. You're not even
Absolutely.
reading it. Tim is.
That was a wonderful remark, as Van Morrison would say.
Because Tyler, I think...
I have some information here, Tim.
Okay.
On the Hardy's Carl Jr. situation.
Right.
I guess I'll just ramble it off.
But look, I lost the Epic Penguin's last comment. I just lost. It's like gone.
What? You can't find it?
Now it's in the abyss. I think I hit
You
something.
sure you can't hit down or something?
It's gone.
I'll bring that up in a second. All right, here. Since this question keeps popping up in the Chainburger polls, I figured I would address in a separate post and thus give me something to refer to every time someone asks this question. Are Carl's Jr. and Hardee's the same name? Judging from their websites, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's certainly look the same. A quick overview, though. They're owned by CKE Restaurants, named after the founder of Carl's Jr., Carl N. Karshner, who appeared the first Carl's Jr. in the 1950s in California.
Are we getting anywhere with this?
Hold on. Wilbur Hardy opened the first Hardee's in 1960 in Greenville, North Carolina, over 3,000 locations later. The chain was acquired by CKE also in 1997. Both chains dominate different parts of the U.S. You can read way more about their histories and their merger, blah, 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 blah.
Just send us a link and we'll look it on after the show.
Wow. And then he finishes with, as I grew up in a state with neither chain, New Jersey, in the house. Nice name drop. I have no say in whether one tastes better than the other. So she's right. They are
the same?
Yeah.
Well, does one taste better than the other? Which is it?
It annoys me when
they're the
people
same,
say
they're the
Hardee's
same.
and Carl's are interchangeable. Hardee's doesn't sell anything equivalent to the famous star at Carl's.
That's enough. No one cares about Hardee's.
Oh, wow.
Except for the wolf person or whoever.
I used to like Hardee's way back in the day.
Well,
Matt, you like Karate Kid.
I do like Karate.
The Epic Penguin. I got the email
it says
back
they
up.
don't share menu items.
The Epic Penguin
I think I
says,
found it.
Tyler, I am not. Epic I am. R.I.P. Roddy Piper, a true badass, showman, and talented wrestler. Murph, so you don't like The Undertaker? This is where he loses me. He won the WWE Championship 4 times, and probably has the most unique and anticipated entrance into the ring of all. It's like, I used to respect this guy for like 5 minutes. Of all time.
Wow.
The mood, the music, the torches, pallbearer, and the urns. The hearse.
No, he is a good writer.
Seriously,
don't
this guy
mock
is
it.
in a league of his own. He's talking about The Undertaker.
I know, but he's
Yeah.
a good writer.
Oh,
Well, obviously, he was an Undertaker fan. So we're learning a little more.
I commend
about
his
the Epic
grammar,
Penguin.
but other than that,
Could it be Randy Quinn? Is it possible?
It could be.
It
but I
is a
don't-
wrestling fan.
Well, here's a
At
clue.
this point, we know that.
The Epic Penguin, kind of like the Epic Penguin. Now, if he changes that G to a Q,
Yeah.
I'm going to start seriously thinking that's
a
Quinn.
good point.
Well, I was thinking that the Epic Wolf might have been Eric Wolfert, but maybe I was
Oh,
off base.
wow. But do you think whoever it was saw Epic Penguin and was like, oh, well, I'm going to make my name Epic Wolf? In
It's
turn,
possible.
possibly being
It's
Wolfie.
possible.
a
I
good
thought the
chance.
Epic Wolf was Lisa Wolfert.
Really?
No, I didn't. And Wednesday, we
Yo,
have a
so
comment.
I'm gonna scratch up the whole Carl's Jr. Hardee's thing as a I don't care.
Please.
All right.
In my column, anyway.
All right,
In
that's
my
done.
column.
It's
Thank
done.
you.
Buried.
All right.
It's kind of like Ruby Tuesdays and Bennigan's, really, I guess, at the end of the day.
Do you remember that Bennigan's commercial about Alexander Hamilton? Is that Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I like it. The people at home can't see that.
I
though.
know. I'm gonna put it up on the website. Why not? Why not do that? It's just funny.
All right. Well, look. There's nothing worse than radio silence.
Oh, are we
so I'm
in
just going to start
radio
talking.
silence?
Yeah.
Okay. Please.
It's very depressing news today. I was on the couch a half hour ago looking through the news, things that we can talk about, right?
Yeah.
Because no one prepared anything, right?
Nothing at all.
It's pretty depressing what's in the news. All right, it's just like, oh my God, like I wish some of this stuff wasn't even in there. The DA says dad took his kids to the amusement park before murder suicide. So he killed 3 kids.
Do we
Like,
really
what?
have to
Well,
talk about this?
We don't have to talk about it. We don't.
I would
but
like
I'm
to hear
just.
this, though.
I'm just saying.
You don't
Well,
want
he
to
took
hear
his kids to
this.
Hershey and then killed them and killed his
His wife was going
next
to
day.
leave him, and he had like 6 bullets or something. He used 1 bullet for each person in the, including the dog. I mean,
The
come on,
dog
dude.
too?
If you're going to take yourself out, I just don't understand why you don't just take yourself out.
Right.
Why do you have to go out like that?
I don't know.
I would
get it
never
at all.
do that.
It's like really sick.
Like, just take yourself
All right,
out.
the next story is New York family says son, 13, committed suicide after years of being bullied. All right, so 13-year-old killed
I
himself
saw
on
that
Long
story,
Island.
too.
Man convicted of killing girl, 3 years old, sentenced. Here's what bothers me about this one. He was sentenced to 17 to 34 years.
Well,
That's a joke.
Well, that's an interesting thing that you brought up, because on Saturday night I was watching 48 Hours Mystery, and this guy killed his girlfriend in a rage, and he was sentenced to life without parole.
He wasn't calm when he did it?
He was sentenced to life without parole, and I actually thought to myself, I don't believe in life without parole.
Well, you're crazy.
I believe that you should always get a chance for parole. Because if
Why?
you have, well, because I
you're
think
insane.
Because I think life without parole, first off, if you're 75, are we
Well, let
going
me
to
ask
spend
you
money
this. Does
to
the
keep
person
people?
that they killed have a second chance at life?
Yeah, that's kind of an old argument.
If you wanted to go,
It's an old
my way,
argument, Bill. It's old.
No,
I would
it's
just,
old.
I would just put a bullet in their head right then, and that's how the Russians do it.
No,
Let's-
actually, in
let's-
Europe,
let's
they
be
don't
right.
have life without parole.
In Russia?
Russia's not Europe. Russia's not
In
Europe.
Russia.
Do they, in Russia, do they
In
have?
Russia, they put you through the court system so everyone can see it. And then if you killed someone or if you touched a kid, they take you to a room with a concrete slab and they put a bullet through the back of your
Are
head.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man.
Pretty sure? Or
We're talking
positive?
about a civilization that let a murderer kill 88 people, a sociopath, because they didn't want America to know that they had a serial killer in their country. They just denied it as
Well,
if
I
it
know in
wasn't
Europe
real.
they don't have life
How many
without.
people did Joseph Stalin kill?
All right, even better example if you think about
In
it.
Europe, they don't have life without parole, and I just.
What do you think?
Fuck Europe.
What do you think?
Well, we're,
They don't have guns to protect themselves either. If anything was
I
to go
just
awry.
don't. I think.
What if a guy
without
kills
parole-
10 people?
Well, then you give him 50 years.
with parole.
What if he's
Well,
60
well,
when
you
he
get
does it?
This is asinine. This
I can't
makes
believe
no
I'm
sense
even
to
having
me.
this
Well,
argument.
Well, if
really-
he's 60 when he does it, he
Matt,
won't
I
get out
think-
of jail.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't mean any disrespect, but it seems like you speak from like a plateau of like, you know.
I don't believe in life without parole.
No,
because
no.
There's no
I'm not
chance.
talking about that. I'm talking
But
about
they
in
took
general. It
life.
seems like you speak from like a pink cloud. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like
No, I don't know what you mean.
you speak from like an imaginary land. You know, where
No, it's
you don't
not
believe
imaginary.
in
I don't
life
believe
with-
in life without parole. A lot of people don't believe in life without parole. I'm not the only one. There are thousands, if not millions, of people who don't believe in life without parole.
Yeah, but-
It exists, but
Right.
I don't believe it should exist. I don't believe in life without parole.
I think it's
I'm
naive.
not one of the few. I'm one
okay,
of the many.
If you kill 20 people, what do you get? 60 years? It just don't make
Life
sense.
without parole does not mean that you get out. You go in front of a parole board. Now, Charles Manson is never going to get out of
Well, that's
jail.
semantical then.
People,
Yeah, it's
people
neither
who
here
make
nor
a
there.
mistake.
So you don't believe in life without parole, but you believe in like a 200-year
Entertaining
sentence?
the idea that you could get out.
Do you believe
even
in
though
like
you probably won't.
150-year sentence?
When you're put into jail and you have no chance of parole, so a 19-year-old
Yes.
goes in for an armed robbery with his buddies, and they kill a teller.
Good.
Now he's in jail for the rest of his life.
Right.
That's just a wasted life, and I don't believe in that. So what I say is,
What
after
about the
25,
teller's life?
what's the point of rehabilitation?
I don't believe
What
it's
about the
it's more
teller's
like
life?
punishment than rehabilitation for some.
Well, I
think.
just think that there should be a form of rehabilitation. And when you watch some of these lockup shows or when you see some documentaries on this, there are some prisoners. In fact, in college, I went to Graterford with lifers. And there are some that have seemingly turned their life around. You know, now some you can be skeptical of, but you go in front of a parole board, you check out 30 years of their past in prison to see if they've made any mistakes. But there are people that are 50, 60 years old that they're no longer what they were when they're 19. And there's kind of no reason to just overpopulate the prisons. if they've done this for 40 years, if they've been model citizens or 35 years, it's like Morgan Freeman in Shawshank Redemption.
That's a good movie.
It's a good movie,
Is
but
that
I'm
why
saying
you feel the way you do
no,
because of Red?
No, I've seen
Did
many.
Red
I've
make
seen
you feel that way?
documentaries, and I've been to Graterford.
What
But
about?
I'm just
what
talking about
punishable by death. How do you feel about that?
I mean, the death penalty, I don't believe in, really.
You don't like it.
No, not
So if
really,
a guy
because
kills
there's
a
so
guy,
much.
he shouldn't
because
die for it?
they go in jail for 20 years anyway. I mean, it's
the
pretty much.
The universe has believed
They
that
never die the next year.
Only-
it takes
only-
like 20 years of appeals.
only
and-
life can pay for death. A lot of
But we've
a long
killed some
time in
innocent
history
people.
that has been believed.
And so, how many innocent people do you allow to die before you say maybe the death penalty
I mean,
shouldn't be?
one person kills one other
What
person.
what if you got put in jail and the death penalty? You didn't do anything.
Well,
How
that's
do you-
different. I shouldn't be getting put in jail if I'm innocent. I'm not
Well,
talking
that's
about
happened many
innocent
times.
people, though. Now you're changing the whole topic.
No, that's part of the death penalty. That's why people don't want the death penalty, because of the innocent people that have been killed over the years. There have been innocent people
What's
dead
the
over
percentage
the years.
of that?
Oh, I don't know.
And how is it even known?
Is 1% not too much?
No,
I mean,
but
you just said that if I'm innocent, I shouldn't be in jail. That's
Right, but
that's what I'm saying.
my point
Is
is,
1% is too much.
I
I'm not
would
like this
suppose-
liberal
I would
hippie.
suppose
I
that
just
it is.
don't believe.
I mean, you sound a lot like a liberal hippie.
That's fine. That's what I believe in. It's you know, I'm not alone.
I thought it was like a financial thing. That would have made more sense to me.
Well, there also is a financial for
I
the
understand that. And if
overpopulation.
that was the reason why, I get it. But
Well, that plays into it, of course.
I think if a guy makes a mistake, because there are different situations with murder all the time. You see it on the explanation of on the television shows on the whatever that station's called that plays it. But when someone cold-bloodedly murders another man in cold blood, I mean, that's a hell of a thing.
To kill a man?
To kill a man.
Okay.
You take everything he's got and everything he's ever going to have. And I think if you do that, you deserve to die. Period. William Money would accept that fate.
I don't know.
I think he would. I think if he was held down to his knees after all the people he had killed, he'd know he had it coming.
1-year-old left in hot car in Bensalem. Right here at the Target.
Was it outside of Parks?
Right here at Target.
1-year-old.
A 1-year-old.
What kind of person would do that?
That would be the aunt and the grandmother, not the mother.
Wow.
Katia Hernandez and Patricia Diaz of Bensalem. They both forgot that there was a 1-year-old in the car.
Did she die?
No.
Thank God.
No.
Um,
However,
how do you feel about them, Matt? How should they be treated for doing that to a 1-year-old child of innocence?
I don't know. I don't know what the laws are
No,
for that. They're not
I
going
want
to go
your
to jail
personal
for the rest of
feelings.
their life.
I'm not saying
I
that.
think it's completely ridiculous. I don't know how it happens, but it happens. And I don't have a child, so I don't know. I can't imagine myself ever doing that.
No,
but
I don't.
I wouldn't leave my dog in the car.
Right.
Let
Let alone a 1-year-old human being.
I don't know how that happens, to be honest with you.
That's insane.
I don't understand.
I guess it's the same way that a child falls into a gorilla.
oh, Harambe?
Going back, Harambe.
Is that the girl's name, right? Harambe? Am I right?
Was it Harambe?
I think so.
I love the name. If that's real.
But that's the news that got me depressed. There was one more story. A mom needed a break, so she went to Walmart, and her 7-year-old drowned in her pool.
What?
So these are the stories that I'm like reading like an
She
hour
left a
ago.
7-year-old in the pool. By
Yeah,
herself?
not in the pool by herself, but she went in the pool. Yeah, maybe she left her in the pool.
She
by
had to be
herself.
there by herself, right?
She was with a 6-year-old. There was a 6-year-old.
Oh, a 6-year-old
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's depressing news today.
That's-
You know?
So what
Yeah.
should happen to that parent?
Life without parole. Are you kidding?
She let her daughter drown because she left her there with a 6-year-old to keep an eye on her. I don't think she should have been allowed to have
I mean, you
kids.
guys act like I'm like from another
I
planet.
think sometimes you actually I think your brain.
There are millions of people.
Okay,
who
what if
agree
you kill
with me.
100 people? You shouldn't get life without parole. Like I'm trying to talk common sense into you, to
Well,
see.
obviously, that person will never get parole. There are mistakes, and then there are mass murders. There are mistakes.
you're
Wait, I'm not
also
talking about
saying-
mistakes. What if someone killed 3 people in 3 days in a row?
In cold blood.
Right?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not talking about your argument. I'm talking about my argument.
It's just you're not going to get out of jail in 5 years. It's 25
I'm
years till
talking
your
about
first
that.
parole.
25 years is not long enough. My point is, I'm talking about the story This guy killed a 3-year-old, right? And he's got a 17 till 30-year sentence. That's not long enough. Do you not understand? He took a 3-year-old, some person's daughter, and he's going to be out in 30 years?
Well,
that's not fair.
Well, that's not
fair.
That's not my argument.
No, Matt. That is what we're arguing about.
But that's not my argument.
You're arguing about something different then.
Yes.
You're not talking about the same thing that I'm talking about.
No, you don't get out. You have parole.
Oh, okay.
And you have to show that... Tim,
no.
We have a difference of opinion.
No, it's not a difference of opinion. It's a disagreement. And we're talking about two different things. We're having an argument about two... No. We're having an argument about two different things.
Tim, don't yell at me like I'm a child. It's a difference of opinion. I believe something, you believe something. I'm not standing up and screaming in your face. I'm telling you what I believe in, and that is that somebody has a chance at parole. It doesn't mean that they get parole.
Why would anybody who killed a 3-year-old get a chance to have freedom again?
I agree.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's a mandatory thing.
What if it was your 3-year-old?
You can't just say one person who kills a 10-year-old has a chance in 30 years of parole, and somebody who kills a 3-year-old doesn't have a chance. Or somebody who kills a 25-year-old has a chance of parole.
I think anyone who kills anybody should probably do the rest of their life in jail.
I disagree with
killing
that.
a human being.
What if it was your child?
Why should you get out?
That was murdered. How would you feel then?
Well, obviously, I'd be upset.
I don't think you understand. Man, we're not talking about robbing a bank. We're talking about killing a human being.
Another living
That's what I'm saying.
Tim,
do you understand the gravity of that?
Okay.
So you're talking about 20 people who love that person.
Countries,
his lives are ruined.
That's not how it works. It doesn't mean that people get out of jail.
Yeah, we live in this country.
Okay, but I am not alone in my belief. You're acting like I'm crazy and I should be locked up in a mental institution.
Well, you're the one here in this room. I'm not arguing with some,
Okay, but what I'm telling you is that's what I believe in. I just believe that if you throw away a 19-year-old...
Just like, you know...
You throw away a 13-year-old for the rest of his life in jail, I don't believe in that.
You're saying that, you're not standing up and screaming at me or whatever.
Yeah, that's not how I argue.
Right, but you did with Brian Dawkins last week.
I didn't stand up and scream at you.
Replay the show.
That's not what I did. No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You're an idiot. That's what you said.
Yeah,
you did.
Sarcastic.
It was sarcastic, though.
Yeah,
okay.
It was. I mean, you're standing up and saying I'm crazy.
I'm not standing up. I didn't stand up once.
I'm just don't argue with me like that. I've asked you not to do that before.
Matt,
I'm not a 3-year-old.
Matt, you got louder than me last week when you were talking about Brian Dawkins.
But that was about Brian Dawkins. Now
right, this is about murder. That's about sports, and you're like pissed off. This is about murder, and you're like, how can you? It's a disagreement.
It's a disagreement. You're acting like I have. My opinion is the most ridiculous opinion that's ever been brought up.
I don't see.
I mean, that's my opinion. Okay,
it's far fetched.
It's not far fetched.
I completely disagree with you too. Absolutely.
Well,
if a person kills another person, that's it for them. They don't deserve another shot.
And I don't believe that.
That doesn't make any sense. If it were my kid and that guy was going to get off, I would sacrifice my life.
People get charged with manslaughter and go to jail for 10 years.
I would sacrifice
get charged
my
with
own
second-degree murder and go to jail for 30 years.
And I would kill him before he had the chance. And I would go to jail myself. And my life would be over too. But I would knowingly sacrifice it to make sure that the guy who killed my little girl laid in the ground that day and not fucking went to sit and possibly get paroled because of people like you. If it was my kid, he would fucking burn.
Okay, but don't you understand that people who kill people don't always go to jail for life without parole?
Regardless of that.
Well, but don't you understand that?
It's not right.
Okay, so everybody who kills somebody,
if you
under
murder
any
someone,
circumstance,
you should be put to death.
If you drive drunk and hit somebody in a car, do you go to jail for the rest of your life without parole?
Obviously, there's different levels of murder.
No, that's what we just said.
I'm talking about murder.
Tim just said.
Murder.
Well, that's murder.
There are different types of murder.
That's like vehicular homicide.
Yeah, vehicular homicide.
Well, wait a second. You guys just said if somebody kills somebody,
it can also be ruled as an accidental death.
Yeah,
But
like
talking about-
driving drunk and killing somebody is a
accident. Yeah, it's an accident.
He didn't go out that night with the intentions to kill somebody.
A lot of people that
It was
kill
an
people
irresponsible
don't
decision,
intend to kill somebody.
And someone died.
A lot of people that kill people
Yeah,
don't
but that's
intend
like
to kill
saying
somebody
a
that
crane
night.
operator goes to work drunk and accidentally kills 5 people. All right? He should lose his job. He should have a real shitty go of it. But he didn't set out to murder anyone.
A lot of people
He
that
just
kill people
fucked
didn't
up
set
really
out to murder.
bad.
So that crane operator shouldn't go to jail.
No,
Crane
absolutely
operator.
he should go to jail. I'm not saying he shouldn't go to jail. I didn't say that. I'm just saying he shouldn't be put to death for that. Because it's not like he sought out to murder people. But if someone kidnapped my
What's the
child...
punishment for him?
Well,
who's drunk
which
at
is
the
why we
wheel
have
of a crane.
varying different levels of murder. Murder 1, murder 2, murder 3. There's all different. And now in our system, they'd end up getting a good lawyer and probably plea bargaining down anyway.
Okay, see, that's what I was talking about. Like, I can't...
I'm talking about murder. I'm talking about like pointing a gun to someone and pulling the trigger,
Yes.
or shoving someone's head underwater,
Right.
or something like that. I'm talking about murder. I'm not talking about accidental death or an accident where you're
Irresponsible
driving
cause of
drunk.
death.
I'm not talking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Like
killing
murder.
killing a human being, like intentionally trying to take someone's
Which
life.
I think is murder 1,
Consciously.
I think, but I really don't
So
know.
you're
I'm not
just
a
saying
lawyer.
murder first degree.
Right, like first degree
intent
murder.
to kill
With
somebody.
the intent to kill someone, you deserve to be put to death. That's what I think.
Yeah, like not where you trip someone
And they
and
fell on an
fall off a
electric
cliff.
fence and had a cardiac
Right.
arrest and died.
Correct? It smells like piss down here.
Does it?
Yeah, is it me?
Is it from the cats?
It's the cat. I fucking hate the cat.
All right, well, it's just a difference of beliefs.
I suppose
that's
it
why
is.
there are Donald Trump supporters and Hillary Clinton supporters.
True.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's just the way it is.
that's true.
I just don't think that a 19-year-old who makes one mistake should go to jail for the rest of his life. What
What if they kill
wasted
somebody?
life?
What if they pull the trigger and shoot someone in the head?
What if they drive drunk?
No, I'm not
and
talking
kill
about
somebody?
that, Matt. I'm talking about what if they
I don't
point
know.
a gun at a person.
Is that going to change the person's family who he kills? Whether it's a drunk driving accident or whether he shot him in the head? What's the difference? That your friend is dead or your son is dead.
One is an accident and one
That's
isn't
not
an
an
accident.
accident, though.
Yes, it is.
You drove drunk.
Right, it's an accident. It's an accident.
Yeah, he didn't
It's an accident.
set out to
That's
murder
not,
someone.
Yeah. Pointing a gun
Well,
to someone and pulling
when
the
somebody
trigger.
finds their wife laying in bed with somebody else, and then he goes into his
Now we're
gun
going
rack.
to heat of passion now. This is a whole nother level.
He
of
didn't
murder.
intend,
A gun rack.
but he saw the
am I
guy
gonna
fucking
do
his wife.
with a gun.
He's going to kill the person. Is that?
Well,
Did
I
he
think-
intend
I
to
think
kill him when he
he
came
got-
home from work? No, but
He got
that
what he
happened,
wanted.
so
He got what he wanted.
so
he made
what-
that motherfucker pay with his life. So, in turn,
he should go to jail for the rest of his life.
Only death can pay for life. So he should probably die too.
Temporary
Killed that
insanity.
dude.
He could plead temporary insanity.
Right in our.
Do you know who did
in our
that?
system originally the first time?
Yeah, it was this guy named Sickles, who was a Civil War veteran.
Really?
Yeah, Union Civil War veteran.
And he
fought in the
pled
Battle of Gettysburg.
insanity.
Yep. And he won.
Unreal.
Temporary insanity.
Did you know Polanco threw out the first pitch?
We talked about him last week.
Yeah, he threw out the first pitch, and he got retired tonight.
Ah, well, yeah. No comment.
No comment.
He's done.
Matt, are you a fan of Polanco?
He didn't get. What do you mean? He went to the Wall of Fame?
No, he retired as a Philly. He signed a one.
I couldn't care less about Polanco.
Me
About
neither. He
Polanco?
wasn't there when we won the World Series. He was there the next year when we lost the World Series. Who was the second baseman we had when we won the World Series?
Chase Utley.
I mean the.
Yeah, 2-7.
Who was? What did Polanco play?
Third base?
Third.
But I don't
Who
think
was
he
our
was
third
on the
baseman?
winning
What was
team.
his name?
Before
Latino.
him?
The guy,
Oh,
in between
yes,
him.
yes, yes,
Polanco
yes,
left and
yes.
came back.
Oh my god, I know
Who was
it
our
too.
third baseman the year we won the World
Yeah,
Series?
yeah. I know this too. Oh
No, I
my
don't
god,
even
dude, why
remember.
can't I think of it?
Latino.
I know he was. Feliz?
Navidad?
Pedro Feliz?
No.
Why am I
Yeah,
thinking of
maybe.
that name?
I
Yeah.
thought he was before.
No, I thought he was on the... You know what? Okay, Google. Who was the 2008 third baseman World Series winner? I said that like an idiot. And here it is, though. It gave me the right answer.
Who was it? Pedro
Bringing
Feliz?
it up. Bringing it up. It is Pedro Feliz.
Yeah,
I
good
guarantee
job.
it, but I'm
Good
looking.
job,
He
buddy.
was the third baseman? I thought
I'm
he
looking,
was
I'm looking, I'm
before.
looking. So, Cole Hamels, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah.
Amy Moyer, Josh Gibson, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, Shane Victorino. Wow, they're talking about all this crap.
Guys,
What's up?
what are your thoughts about the passing of the great 90-year-old Captain Noah?
Boom, Pedro Feliz. I know that's crazy, right?
Good
He
guy,
died,
man.
yeah. I saw that when it happened. Yeah, third base, Pedro Feliz. So
All right.
that was him.
Write that down.
I know it.
Put that on the chalkboard.
Yeah, so, send your pictures to dear old Captain Noah.
He's going. Oh, I gotta play you guys the Tony Bruno voicemail that they left me.
Who?
The Tony Bruno show. It's a podcast, Schmitty. He's a local broadcaster.
Shut up, are you serious?
No, really. But they left me a voicemail on my voicemail,
Yeah.
and I didn't answer the phone. They have a segment called "We Call You." Don't call us, we'll call you.
Yeah.
But I didn't answer because I saw that it was Beverly Hills, and I
And
don't
you were
answer.
like, F that.
So here we go.
They left you a voicemail?
Yeah, listen.
Obligation of life. Tim, you said you wanted us to call you. We call you, and you're not home, or you're not answering your phone. I know America's Got Talent's not on because of the Olympics. So what else could you be watching?
His refrigerator's running.
Get that line in.
All about it at the same time. We give him a big
I can just the sound.
Wow.
I really hate to do that to people, too.
No, I said I fully admit, It was a
Wow.
violation on my part.
Wow.
But then again, I said I don't answer numbers from Beverly Hills
Well,
because
why
my
would
old girlfriend Brenda,
Oh,
she
really?
stalks me a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Brenda Walsh.
Are you serious?
No, it's from Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh, dog.
Come on, Schmitty.
You know who I thought of?
That's a violation
that
on your
chick
part.
you went bowling with in college when you said that. That's,
Who did I go bowling with?
I don't know, that girl down at Temple.
Oh, Stephanie.
Was that her name?
I don't think we ever went bowling.
You did go bowling with her
I
because you
don't
told me
think
the
so.
story. Bro, you told me the story. I'll never forget. I just pulled that out of the air.
Look, I'm telling you, I never went bowling with her.
She was a bowler then, right?
Yeah, but I never went with her.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn you said you went with her.
Go bowling.
Oh, well, I mean, that's unreal. Matt, do you bowl?
No.
Do you ever go to the circus?
No.
What are you looking at over there? What are you looking at? Matt?
Pictures.
Matt, what kind of pictures are you looking at?
I was looking at a couple that I don't even remember being taken.
You don't remember them being taken?
No. I don't remember them being taken.
We're gonna have to get to the bottom of this.
So did you go out last night?
Yeah.
Oh, did you? How'd that go?
It was fun.
Yeah?
It's nothing any different than it has
Did you
been.
stay out late?
Yeah.
Did you drive drunk?
No, I don't drive there.
That's good.
No,
I
drunk
don't drive.
driving.
That's good.
I drove drunk for the final time on Route 1 many years ago.
Many years ago.
It's scary to walk home in the middle of the night. You never know what's
So I closed with Erica so she can drive me home.
Oh, did you see the GIF that Peterson put up
Yeah.
of me and you?
Yeah.
Peterson.
Different Peterson.
There's only one Peterson in my book.
I know. That reminds me of Vet Stadium.
Oh, God.
I used to do that there. I love that.
All right. Well, we hit on everything tonight.
No, not
Captain
really.
Noah.
Did we touch Captain Noah?
We got to look Captain
For
Noah.
just a moment.
His wife wasn't the prettiest lady in the world.
Oh, do you have a picture?
No, I don't. Or maybe I'm thinking of the lady from Mr. Rogers. I think I'm thinking of her.
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, the lady who was the
His real wife or the lady on the show?
the lady on the show. She was well, maybe I'm
She
thinking-
lived in one of those castles out there?
Yeah, am I thinking of one of the puppets?
No, what?
Am I thinking of one of the puppets?
Maybe.
Was she a puppet or a person?
I don't know. I think there was a person out
The memory gets hazy.
in the castle somewhere.
There was an old lady, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a long time since I saw that.
Well. we're gonna have to pay her
Matt
a
was
visit.
probably watching Karate Kid at that time.
Well,
I haven't seen Karate Kid in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
you
been
need a
while.
good watch. You need a good, big
No.
old bucket of popcorn.
I mean, I like Karate Kid, but okay, I've seen it enough times.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, unless I'm sick or something.
What did you
I
think
don't-
of Jackie Chan's rendition?
I don't watch it out of principle.
Who was the greatest number 6 in Philadelphia Phillies history?
Number 6 hitter, Matt.
I don't know.
Sil Campusano.
Wow,
Come on, Matt.
Campusano.
And who was the greatest number 54 in Phillies history?
No clue.
Ivan De Jesus.
Oh, De Jesus.
Yeah. Of Jesus. Ivan of Jesus.
Ivan of Jesus.
Ivan of Tinkle.
Ah, so
I think you should order a pizza.
What kind?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking extra cheese.
Smells like fucking shit down there.
So Matt, anything eventful happened last night when you were out?
No.
Tell us.
I mean, don't seclude yourself over there in the corner.
Did you and Erica make out on the bar?
No.
The other
No,
night?
that didn't happen.
Nope.
Should have happened.
Did that play out in your head later when you got home?
No.
All right. What did happen when you went home?
Did you go home?
Went to sleep.
That's it? You just went home, went to sleep?
No late night diner action?
No.
No Westwood one? Warminster West?
Oh, God. Give me a break.
Went to sleep.
Went right to sleep, huh? What'd you do when you woke up today?
Felt like shit.
Yeah? Hungover?
Yeah.
Oh, did you puke?
No.
Oh, that's good.
I don't really.
Did you eat today?
I did.
Did you? What'd you have?
Salad.
What kind?
I don't know. I went to Wegmans.
Oh, of course you did.
Where is the Wegmans around here?
It's in Warrington.
Warrington, yeah. It's not that far.
It's a hike.
Yeah, it's not that
15
bad.
minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't
I've seen
go.
worse.
I didn't go.
I've seen way worse.
So it's on 611.
Yes.
Dude, you would hit, if you were packing out Pepsi again, Murph, you'd hit that store in 2 minutes. Right up Street Road.
I know where it's at. I got family up that way.
Oh, man. Yo, a lot of loops this week?
No.
Wait a
really.
minute. I got it. Schmitty,
What?
we never talked last week about your trip up the Poconos.
Which, the camping trip.
Yes.
That was actually Forksville.
Oh, tell me about Forksville. I never even heard of it.
It's up there. It's like a 3-hour ride. It's
Okay.
out there enough to the point where my cell phone doesn't get service. So
Right.
you're blacked out. You're off the grid, which is cool. It's really cool.
Okay.
If you're going to camp, that's kind of what you want.
So it's up past Jim Thorpe.
It's not even in that direct. I mean,
Where is it? Is it up 476?
Like,
Is
you,
it up
you take the
476?
northeast
Well,
extension.
then there you go.
Yes. But instead of getting off at Thorpe, you keep going.
Yeah.
You go
so
for
it's
quite a while.
So I asked you if it was past Jim Thorpe.
Which it is.
Yeah. So you acted like.
It wasn't,
Was it a
but it
different planet?
actually was, right?
Yeah, it's living on
Like
that
it was
planet.
going to lead to some
Yeah.
fucking thing that happened.
So go on. Where is
in
it?
reality. It's
Up
just
on
way up
I-80?
there.
Is it up on I-80?
To be honest, Murph, I always follow Ian. I couldn't even tell you. And I actually did
Ian.
McNally.
You went up there with Ian McNally.
Dude, the Polish Prince went too. This is me, my girl.
Was this Ian's place?
Yeah, the
Okay.
cabin. Have you ever
Okay.
been up there?
No, they were telling me about it during the Guns N' Roses concert.
Yeah, yeah. The cabin's gone.
Okay.
Got washed away.
Okay. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
So where'd you guys sleep?
Well, there's campsites, so we set tents.
Okay.
Been up there with them twice now.
But they're trying to push him out, aren't they?
Trying to go back in October. No, they're not.
No.
They had
I
an
heard-
opportunity
Uh-huh.
to, but where their cabin was, to
Right.
put a new cabin there.
Why didn't they jump on that?
Because they just didn't have the money to go build a cabin, go build a house, you know? They
Hire a couple
they
Amish
didn't.
folk.
Yeah, I mean, in those, I think there's actually hobbits that go through those woods. They probably could have got the help from a few hobbits, maybe make a hobbit hole.
There are some Scotch Irish who live up there.
I wouldn't doubt it. They
Okay.
call us Flatlanders,
They call us.
as in you and I.
You
As
know
in
you're
people.
from. They know we're from Trevose
The
Heights.
land of hills? No.
Yeah.
No, and they don't care because they feel they're superior in that sense. And Missy gave me this whole spiel about it because I was like,
Well, Missy's a mountain woman.
well, we went into Heckingers. The derivative of Heckingers is obviously not called Heckingers. But when I walked in, this was on the way up, and we had to get, I think Tom had to buy a BB gun. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what Tommy had to buy there. I think it was like a heating lamp. I don't know, something weird. He's like, I know this spot. So we go there, and I'm like, dude, I walk in like, this is like Heckingers. Like, that's how I feel. I'm like at the front of a Heckingers. Not as big, but the same feeling.
Okay.
Except it was like a mountain Heckingers. So there's all types of weird stuff in the aisles. Like, all like bear traps. They got bear traps hanging on the rack,
Sure.
you know. Yeah, you wouldn't see that at a Walmart. But when we were in there, the guy kind of realized me because he brought up.
He realized
Tommy's,
you're a Flatlander.
Yes,
Right.
he brought up Tommy's Guns N' Roses shirt.
Okay. He was wearing the Use Your Illusion 1 shirt?
Yes, from
Good job,
the
Tommy.
concert you guys went to represent.
Well, he brought that to the concert. He didn't buy that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He was the only one with it on, too.
Well, he had it there, too.
Yep.
And the guy made comments about it, and you boys are Flatlanders, aren't you? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, why do they do that up here? I'm like, they act like they're better than us because they live up here and we're up here camping.
Fuck them.
And
not that I have anything against them, but
I don't know.
Like when they come here, I don't like. Well, you're from the mountains, there, ain't you, boy? Yeah.
This here is Flatland.
So anyway,
you come on Flatland, talking all that way. Yeah. So I don't know. It pissed me off. I'm like, I don't know why they got to talk to us like we're pieces of shit.
Right.
Flatland and scum. You know, because they have one light in the county. That's what Tommy always says they say.
Okay.
Only got one red light in the county. It's down there off. Matt doesn't go with us, though. He refuses to go into nature.
Really?
And, he doesn't like it.
When did you go?
Multiple times in the last year. We've gone twice. We've gone twice.
What days?
October. I can give you months. I can't give you specific days.
It's probably weekends, isn't it?
Well, no, I think they were on a weekend.
They're always on a weekend. I have work.
So have you ever skipped a weekend of work for a vacation in your life?
No.
That's a lie.
I don't skip. Don't you think I would have this year if I could? I have to work weekends. It's the way it is.
You sound like my father in like 1992. Right?
I just don't take off much from work.
Tone it down a little.
I mean, you think it's
if
like
you
okay
woke
to
up
take off once in a while. I
you
don't.
were like, I don't feel like going today. You would not go. But
I always go.
I guarantee there's a weekend you miss somewhere. I guarantee.
Very, very rare. I don't
rare
remember.
Or not, I'm sure that it's happened.
Tell me when.
And which means you're too good. You're too good, and you use that as an excuse.
No,
because
I have to work weekends.
I don't think you would enjoy it anyway. I really don't.
I have to work weekends.
I feel like you would hate every second.
So then then what's the big deal?
Well, there's not a big deal. You know, I just like you to come out and spend some time out in the, nature and enjoy the pleasantries. Well, you would love it out there then, but maybe you wouldn't. So anyway, when we were camping, Johnny found us at 5 o'clock in the morning, which I was amazed. Because there's
Drove up by himself?
Yeah, well,
really?
two of his buddies. But there was a bridge that's been shut down since last year.
The bridge to Terabithia.
Yes. And Ian told him that the bridge was open.
Right.
Because they told us that last time we were there. But when we get there, guess what? Bridge's
it's
not
closed,
open.
Right?
So Tommy, we're out there. We got no cell phone. I mean, you can't call him.
Right.
So it's like, well, I gave him directions to get to the bridge. So as long as he gets there, all he's got to do is remember from last time, walk over this bridge and find us. And everyone's like, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I'm like, dude.
He's not your average city slicker.
He'll be able to do it. And I'm like, Johnny gets this far, 3 hours. You think he's turning around at that bridge? There's no way. So 5:30 in the morning, my tent's shaking. And I wake up, and I'm not easy to wake up. And
no.
I hear Johnny Bill. And I'm like, John? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you made it. He's like, yeah. And I get out, and he's like, I was so worried that you would be a dick when you got up. I was like, bro, I was the only one saying you were going to make it. He's like, well, I got to the bridge. And I was like, well, I'm not fucking leaving,
Okay.
And he walked his way over and found us in the middle of the dark.
All right, so how was Belmar?
Belmar was good today. It was relaxing. Good, a lot of sun. I've been out in sun like that, and God knows how long. I don't think the sun touched me fair Irish skin since I was a lad of 10 years old.
Yeah, you're half German, so come on.
Wow, it's hurtful. It's hurtful and hateful, and I don't have to take it. I really don't.
All right.
My mother's side is Irish, all right?
We don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know that.
We do.
What's her mother's?
I mean, they came
name?
from the same neighborhood in Philadelphia as yours, but I forgot. You kind of pulled the hat down a little bit on that one.
Hey.
And always have,
I'm part Scottish.
You're as bad as them when it comes to this. As those who call us Flatlanders. The Forksvillians, if you will. You're just as bad as them. Pulling your Irish cap down.
One time I was drinking at a bar in Pottsville. Some old man, just sitting next to me, he just goes, "You're not from around here, are you?" What do you say to that?
Yeah.
What do you do?
You should have Clint Eastwooded the situation.
I should have fucking lit the place up. You know what I mean?
Well, went outside and just fucking threw a match.
That should have been the end of it.
I'll see you in hell.
I've had enough. What do you got left?
Oh, wow, really?
10 men? Yeah, I think that's it.
unreal. We're going to call it at 45 minutes?
Yeah, call it. Fuck it.
All right, then. I suppose we will, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, call it, man. Short episode.
I mean, I guess that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit shorter than usual.
Do it my way.
And, is that Frank?
Yeah.
All right. I'll let him take us out.
Take us out, Frankie.
And now
That's right.
the end is near.
Sure,
right, man.
is.
And so I
All right, well, that's been another episode of the
He got arrested for
What?
banging some married lady when he was like 19.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He got out of there with his life.
I'll say
Matt would have let him go, though.
I would have given him 30 years with possibility of parole. Because you never know.
You never know. And it wouldn't be right.
Tomorrow's mass murderer
Wouldn't
might be
be right, yeah.
the next day's Frank Sinatra.
And what if he didn't do it? You know, even though I saw him,
True.
he might not have done it.
There's a
So
0.0%
if there's that
chance.
chance he didn't do it. You should just let him go to be safe.
Take us out, Frankie.
All right, Frank.
more than this.
One more. Let me hear it.
I did it my
All right, thank you, everybody. Please respond on Twitter,
I would love a cigarette today.
Facebook,
regrets.
and email. Have a good night.
Tonight's the going out of business sale.
Going out of
Get
business.
all your unfinished basement paraphernalia.